Okay, so in the previous video we did the very basic proxy model. So what we're going to do next is take a look at piecing our model completely together and cleaning it. So what you'll notice is all of our tweaks were set up in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and go up to Edit on the top, delete all by type, history. And so you'll notice it cleaned all of my model. So the next thing I want to do is right click on my image planes and go ahead and do select objects and hit delete. And then I'm just going to go ahead and select the entire right half of his body. Make sure I'm on polygon mode, go up to mesh and go to combine. Or a shortcut for this is if you hold shift and right click, you can go down to combine as well, which is down here. So what you notice is the other half of his body deletes, and that's okay because it's instanced. Now my pivot point is all the way back here and he's not lined up with the grid, so we're going to go ahead and sort of move him so that he's halfway through, just about halfway there, and he's about lined up with the grid. And then we're going to go to our front view, make sure that he's still lined up on that center line. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hold D and X, and I'm just going to snap that to the center here. So I want to make sure that it's completely snapped in every view. So I'm holding the D key as in duck and then X, and I'm snapping it there. Okay, the next thing I want to do is go to the front view, and I want to make sure that everything is sort of lined up with this line. So I'm going to go to vertex mode, select all of the verts on the side of his face there. I'm going to hit B to remove soft select, and I'm going to hold X and snap it to that grid. I'm going to go and just go ahead and do that on everything. So now I know that it's all lined up. Alright, and then on this, let's make sure we know what we're grabbing here. What I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit R. I'm going to scale it flat. Let's go back to our front view. And when you hit R, you're really just grabbing one of these boxes and dropping on the other. Okay, I'm going to hit X one more time and make sure that's snapped. Now the next step we want to do is we want to mirror over the geometry and allow Maya to weld it for us. Our character is pretty small right now, and whenever I do this step, I like to make my character very, very big so that the threshold, when it comes to welding our character over, matches up. And I'll show you what that means in a second. So make sure you're in polygons mode. Go to mesh and go down to mirror geometry and open this option up. What we want is negative X because we want it to go across our X axis, and this is the negative. And I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. Now what you'll notice is there's a gap here, right? In some areas it went ahead and it welded it for us. You can see here. So what we want to do is go to our poly mirror 1, and we want to increase that threshold. We want to be careful around areas of the mouth. So let's say we go to 0.2 here. We hit enter. Sorry, let me make sure that went through. Alright, that didn't have much of an effect. Let's do 0.5. There we go. You can see that in areas like this, it started to weld those parts together. Let's go ahead and do 1 and just work our way down. Here's 1. Now, right off the bat, I just noticed something. You can see it's all welded pretty nicely here, but it didn't weld in this nose area. And the reason why is when we extruded out that nose, we never deleted the faces on the inside here. So I'm just going to shift select both of those and delete them, and then right click, go to vertex mode, select both of these verts, shift right click, merge vert to center, and I'm going to do the same thing here, and I'm going to hit G to redo last action. Okay, so what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to go into my scale and just make it 1 again, so it brings it down to the original side. Let's hit F to focus, and then I want to clean the rest of this transformation, so I'm just going to go to modify, freeze transform. And then I'm going to remove all of this history, and I'm going to go to edit, delete all by type, history. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save off a copy of this model, and in the next video we're going to take a look at starting to rig our model.